So good afternoon everyone. So our topic for today is all about listening skills. So listening is the ability to accurately receive or interpret message in the communication process. So listening is the key to all effective communication. So, if you don't have the ability of listening, the information will be easily misunderstood and communication breaks down. And then, the sender will be easily frustrated or irritated. The sender will be frustrated or irritated. Why? Because if you don't get the point, then the sender, it's his or her responsibility to repeat the message again and again until you understand. Always remember that listening is not the same as hearing, because hearing refers to the sound that we hear, while listening requires more than that. It requires focus. So, listening means paying attention not only to the story but how it is told. For example, if you can develop your listening skills, example, if you're applying a job, 'di ba? Before we get to that position, we undergo training. So in that training, we develop our listening skills. Why? Because if you don't have that ability of listening skills, then you can't get the point on what you are doing. So so this is not surprising when you discover that listening skills can lead you to have the better customer satisfaction, to have a greater productivity with fewer mistakes, and can help you create a creative work and innovative work. So there are four methods of teaching listening skills. In this method, it is effective modern methods of teaching listening skills because it encompasses everything from interactive activities to multimedia resources. So, these are the methods that you can use any of the following examples to develop your own methods for listening, for teaching your students how to listen well. So, in methods of teaching listening skills, we have the first, which is the interpersonal activities. So, this is one effective and non-threatening way for students to develop stronger listening skills is through interpersonal activity, such as mock interview or storytelling. So how it works? So this is how it works. So students are assigned to small groups, 2 or 3 members per group, and given a listening activity to complete. For example, for mock interview, one student interview another for a job for an article in a newspaper. This helps students practice active listening to gather information and respond appropriately. Another example is the storytelling. So the students ask each other question like, what was your favorite storytelling from last year? So this will give the opportunity to students to listen attentively and ask follow-up questions. So number 2, we have the group activities. So this is a larger group activities can also effectively teach listening skills. So in this activity, it will divide the students into group of 5 or more. Instruct them to learn about one hobby or interest of at least 2 other group members. Encourage clarifying questions and note-taking as skills improve. Limit note-taking to after the activity. So example, students form groups. So, and each person shares a unique hobby. After ask questions to understand the hobby better, later, each student introduces the hobbies of the students to the whole class. The number 3 method of teaching listening skills is the audio segment song. So using audio segment and songs to enhance listening skills. Example, playing a short episode of podcasts and having students summarizes the main points. So if I were the teacher, I will ask the student to I will let them listen the song of Aubrey, and then I will ask them if what was the song all about. And then for that, it will enhance the students' listening skills because they will listen, they will find meaning about that song, and they will present it to the whole class. So using a song and asking students to identify the theme or specific vocabulary. So the fourth and last method of teaching listening skills is the video segment. So it uses short videos like sketches, news, or documentaries to teach listening. So how to use? So number one, let the student watch video without sound and guess what it's about. Number two, watch again with sound, taking notes. Number three, summarize or discuss the video as a group. So example, show a silent movie clip and have students predict the story. Then play it with sound and compare their guesses. And now here are the instructional tips. A simple guidelines to help you teach effectively. So these are the tips. Number one, keep expectation realistic. Number two, make instructions clear, allow questions. Number three, help students overcome anxiety by using activities that match their skills level. Example, start it with easy exercises and gradually increase the difficulty. And then, if they make it, celebrate their small improvements to boost their confidence.